Savior lurks right around re-entry there to the earth.
Najee gets a call, and he leaps over a man and keeps on trucking inside the 15 down to the 13-yard line.
Is this not reminiscent of a week ago, Billy?
I hope it ends up the same way.
Me too.
Nobody panic. Nobody go crank the tank on me.
And right now, Billy, this is how quarterbacks are made, coming through in moments like this.
Gets the snap. He looks, chased out of the pocket, steps out of a tackle, throws it for the goal line. Touchdown, Najee Harris. Najee from 10 yards out, and Pickett did a Houdini to make that play possible. And the Steelers jump ahead of Baltimore.
And here we are, Steel Studio. I'm Rick Mooney, winging this episode here, trying to get this in. Very busy week. Very excited about the weekend, though. And no matter what happens, guys, win or lose, what a comeback season. What a nice season for a young team. We win, we don't get in. That's going to be frustrating, but we could very well get in as well. And you never know what can happen once you get in a dance. Very excited. What are they saying about Kenny Pickett, man? Everybody's talking about Kenny Pickett. He's only a rookie. I'm not saying the guy's going to be a Hall of Famer, but right now he looks like the answer and the franchise, and it's very exciting for the team, very exciting for the city, and this is our rebuild. So we'll go through here, and we'll go through some of the things some people are saying. Here's what they're saying on Big Ben. What did Big Ben have to say about Kenny Pickett?
Good. Like I think there's no problems, and it's not like I'm not jealous or anything. There's going to be jealous of, but I think there was just like, okay, I think he'll be a good player for them. I think he's going to be what they're looking for. I severely, in my opinion, underestimated Kenny. I think he throws the ball better than I thought. He runs way better than I thought. I don't know if he's faster or just more elusive, but he runs the ball way better than I expected and thought. His decision making is really, really good. His leadership, his toughness, just enough of an edge to him, it looks like. So, I apologize, and not that I made this like vocal to anybody else, but sure, in my own head or what I was saying is Kenny, keep doing what you're doing, because you are leading this team and becoming the guy that I think everyone was hoping you would be. And I think the sky's the limit for him, really. Now let's see what year 2, year 3 look like. Like that'll be the key, in my opinion, like I said, to really take the next step. But he is all that and even more than I thought he was going to be. So, I mean, he led him down the field 2 weeks in a row in Baltimore against a defense who hadn't given up a touchdown, I think, in 15 quarters or something like that. I think there was a stat. Takes him down the field, keeps some plays alive, runs some, throws some, and then the last play, scrambling, throwing kind of the defender had his back to Kenny. And we always say as a quarterback, if the defender has his back to you, he's like, you can put it anywhere you want. Sure. You put it right next to his ear because he can't see you, and your guy's wide open. So he decides to scramble. It's kind of one of those things that like he didn't need a touchdown right there in terms of like timing and everything. And then down, I don't think it was like third or fourth down. He could have probably ran it and got yards and done a safer thing. Yeah. But he's playing with confidence right now.
Yeah, dude.
That is it's showing, and it's oozing out of him and his team. And he throws a ball to Naj, and then you're throwing to a back. That's not always like the smartest move, like that kind of a throw. But again, I'm going to give credit to Naj too, because Naj is playing with confidence right now. Like to make that play, that's a catch receivers make, tight ends make.
Yeah.
He made that play. Unbelievable play by Naj. Great trust by Kenny, getting out there, making the throw. Everybody made plays. Pat again making plays on that drive. Like it's like he knows who to look for.
Yes.
So there you go. Big Ben talking about Kenny. That's huge. Ben's a legend. When we love Ben, and when Ben said he was wrong about Kenny, as a lot of people thought he was just an average quarterback, which is what the media portrayed him to be. But the guy's already clutch as a rookie, so you can't put it in words. I mean, he's the first rookie quarterback in NFL history to win 2 games in a row at the last drive of the game. NFL history. That's crazy. So What else are they saying? What are they saying on NFL Network about Kenny? Let's go to that now and see what.
Fired up and getting into a fourth quarter here. Kenny Pickett spinning out to the left, looking for Pat Fryer move, picking up the first down right around midfield. The very next play, Kenny Pickett looking for his guy, Steven Sims over the middle, going up top to come down with the grab. He's had some amazing grabs. Amazing grabs. Guys stepping up, young players for the Pittsburgh Steelers. 6 plays later, Kenny Pickett gets it, rolls to the left, looking for Najee Harris for the 10-yard touchdown. The first touchdown for the Steelers all night. Fourth quarter, Ravens fans in disbelief. Look how he evades Jason Pierre-Paul, going across his body to Najee Harris. Kenny Pickett, fourth quarter. Mike Tomlin loves it. That's what I'm talking about. That's what we practiced all season long. The Steelers keep their playoff hopes alive, winning 16-13 against the Ravens. Let's see what Mike Tomlin had to say about the Steelers fighting back and staying alive.
There are going to be challenges. You're going to be up against it. It's not about what happens to you, it's how you respond to it. We're a group that stays solid in spite of circumstance. And as long as we keep bringing that stay solid mentality, it's in front of us. Can't say enough about our young Cube. He smiles in the face of it. He's always ready to be that guy in the moments that we need him to be that guy. And it's just good to see a young guy. We march forward.
There you go. You heard him on Good Morning Football. Same people that were criticizing the hell out of him earlier in the year, the team, and now all of a sudden they're coming around. What the hell? It's what we do every year, man. Every game's a heart attack, and fortunately we've been able to win some of these games. So where does that leave us as far as the playoffs go? Well, they're talking about that too, and we're still in it. And here's what they had to say on Good Morning or Rich Eisen show about Kenny and the Steelers, where they're at.
Team with multiple Pro Bowlers, if not all pro players on defense. An offense with a very stout big boy pants running back. And a whole bunch of young players that just don't know what they don't know. That's the Pittsburgh Steelers. They are really playing well. Now, they needed Kenny Pickett to pull it together and then out of the fire on Christmas Eve night against the Raiders. He did it. And they needed him to do it in Baltimore last night. And he comes up with not one, but 2 80-yard drives in the fourth quarter. One for a field goal, one for the first touchdown scored by an opponent in Baltimore in 15 quarters. 15. Bill Parcells' phrase, when a rookie performs well and starts turning the page and playing like a veteran, he calls that a huggy drop. He dropped his huggies. And that's what he has done in the last 2 weeks. And just a reminder, if there's anybody in the Steelers hashtag here we go world that needs that reminder, you have a Hall of Fame head coach. And if you think Mike Tomlin isn't all that or shouldn't be around anymore after all this time, you are, with all due respect, dumb.
Well, guess what?
Because if you got your way, he would be hired elsewhere in 10 seconds. And by that, by the way, I mean like really 10 seconds. Like word would get out before rumors he's out, and people would be already on the phone to his agent
1001
saying
1002,
we will hire him
1003.
talk to us that fast.
He's hired.
There you go. That's what they're saying. They're saying good things, and they're right about Mike Tomlin. How can you? I think Mike Tomlin's grown as a coach. I think he's grown. He doesn't make the same mistakes with game management he used to make. He practiced in pads Friday before the game. He's not as much of a player's coach as he used to be. Sure, the players love him, and he's good with the players, but I think he's grown up, and he's allowed to get better too, just like our offensive line's allowed to get better. Najee's allowed to get better. Pat's allowed to get better. Most organizations don't have the patience that we do, and we still plug guys in, pay to the cap, and we win. It's the Steeler way. Something I preach on our Steel Studio and preach all the time. And that's why we love the Steelers. That's why I do this show. That's why I do the site. But anyway, as far as the site goes this week on Steel Studio on Facebook group, if you haven't joined, join it. It's fun. Anybody can post anything they want. And I'll, put it on there and nothing bad. We don't do the drama. We don't do the negativity. I mean, unless it's well-deserved. But we stay professional, classy. A lot of players, a lot of coaches, a lot of former Steelers are on there, and they appreciate that we keep it real. I mean, how can we not? We haven't had a losing season, and we may have one this year, but even if we did, how can we complain? It's been 18 years. Come on. That's crazy. But on there this week, Max Starks was our True Steeler of the Week. Every week we pick a True Steeler. Max was a great player. He played 8 years for the Steelers, a big guy. He was so big that when he was 14, he actually borrowed who was it? The big guy. Shaq gave him a pair of shoes because no one could find a size 14 shoe for a kid, or 16, one of those for a kid his age. And back then they didn't make them. And so he borrowed Shaq gave him some shoes. So that's a good story when he played in Florida. And then when he was with the Steelers, he had a size 19 shoe. But he helped us win 2 Super Bowls. He does a lot of the stuff on the sideline with Wolf and the team that does the announcing for the Steelers and Steeler Nation Radio. And he's a true Steeler, still part of the organization, always will be, just like most of these guys. Max, here's to you. You're our true Steeler of the week. Helped us win 2 Super Bowls. And then on the page, as far as the page goes this week, I had a post about TJ Watt, who, by the way, a stat of the week, TJ Watt, we are 28-12. Or no, it's 28-12 or something like that. When TJ plays 60% of the games or more the last 3 years, we are 1-13-1 without him or something like that. It's crazy. But we don't lose much when we have TJ Watt in there most of the game. And hopefully he'll play most of this next game and we can wrap this up against the Clowns and get in the dance. But I had that post about TJ and Ernest Vasquez is our fan of the week here. He said, because another stat I had is that the defense has only given up 17 points the last 6 games, and that's the first time that's happened for the Steelers since 2004. So that's pretty good. 17 points this day and age is crazy. But Ernest said, couldn't be a better time for such a great achievement in our defense. Now, on the other hand, while our defense is keeping our opponents from scoring, we need to capitalize on every single opportunity, especially inside the 20-yard line. No doubt field goals are a must. It's nice to know Kenny's got a great last-minute comeback poise, but let's get a little more aggressive on offense early on and then sit with the lead. Go Steelers. Ernest is right. That's one thing we're missing is scoring. We go up and down the field, and we need to work on the red zone offense. If we could get that going, we will be a contender. So that's our biggest weakness. Hopefully this week we get it going, and we don't have any big explosive touchdowns, and that's what we need. And I think we'll get that soon enough. It'll come. It's the youth. But the offensive line, man, you cannot give enough credit to Pat Meyer and the offensive line. And I was not sold on him when they hired him, but you cannot deny the stats, and the stats are much better. So here we go. What we need to make the playoffs is we need us to win, of course. We need the Dolphins to lose to the Jets. And the Jets are starting Flacco. The Dolphins are starting a rookie third-string quarterback in Miami. That's going to be the one I worry about the most. And then, of course, the Bills have to beat the Patriots, who I think they will. I think they'll play for their guy that got hurt, and I'm glad he's okay. And so we have to win, and it's our own fault we're in this position. No matter what happens, hey, man, it happens. So just have fun, enjoy this. If it's our last game, we got a lot to look forward to next year, and free agency will be here next month. So we'll keep on doing shows. Go Steelers. Please subscribe if you haven't. Comment. And we need some more subs. We need to get to 1,000 subs so we can do some more special things for you guys. Go on the group, like I said, on Facebook. We're on Instagram, Twitter. And, hey, go Steelers. Let's get it done again.